practicing today as a part of a larger journey, the journey of coming home to ourselves. Over the course of our lives, most of us have learned clever ways of leaving ourselves. We've perfected the art of projection, making our feelings someone else's responsibility. We've mastered blame, focusing on what's wrong instead of what's right. We've become experts at denial, pretending we don't feel what we feel, don't want what we want, don't know what we know. And perhaps most cleverly of all, we've learned to live in fantasy, in the story of who we think we should be, who we used to be, who we might become someday, anywhere but here, in the messy, imperfect, completely authentic reality of who we are right now. This disconnection isn't our fault. Our minds develop these strategies to protect ourselves, often when we were very young and truly needed protection. But somewhere along the way, the very mechanisms that kept us safe began keeping us small. We've learned to edit ourselves, to swallow our words, to make ourselves smaller and quieter and more palatable. Today we're going to practice something different. We're going to practice the radical art of coming home to our voice, literally and metaphorically. Because when we connect to our authentic voice, we connect to our authentic self. We allow ourselves to be heard. We allow ourselves to be real. This isn't about becoming someone new. This is about remembering who you've always been, underneath all the strategies and adaptations and learned ways of being. Your voice, your real voice, has been waiting for you this whole time. The thing about coming home to ourselves is that it's not a destination. It's a choice we make moment by moment. Right now, in this moment, you have a choice. You can stay in your head, analyzing and planning and protecting, or you can drop down into your body, into your breath, into the simple truth of your presence here. We're going to begin with the most fundamental sound we can make, humming. Before we learned words, before we learned to worry about how we sound, we hummed. It's the sound of contentment, of presence, of simply being alive in a body that can create vibration. But even this simple act can bring up everything we've learned about taking up space. As we hum together, I want you to notice what happens inside of you. Do you find yourself making your sound smaller so you don't stand out? Do you listen to others and judge your own voice as wrong somehow? Do you feel embarrassed, self-conscious, afraid of being heard? These reactions are not obstacles to the practice. They are the practice. Every time you notice yourself wanting to hide, every time you catch yourself in judgment, every time you feel that familiar urge to make yourself smaller, that's the moment of choice. That's the moment you can choose to stay present with yourself instead of abandoning yourself. Your voice doesn't need to be beautiful or perfect or even pleasant. It just needs to be yours. It needs to be real. And the only way to find your real voice is to let it out. Exactly as it is, without editing or improvement or apologies. We're going to give ourselves a few minutes to wander and play here. Enough time to really engage with this, to bring awareness to what you're experiencing. Find your own sound, your own melody. Don't worry about following anyone else or creating harmony together. We can come together in the beautiful cacophony of everyone exploring their own authentic expression. This is about self-exploration right now, about discovering what wants to emerge from you. Not about blending in, hiding, or getting it right. Let yourself be curious about your own voice. Playful with the sounds you can make. When you're ready, let your lips come together and allow a simple hum to emerge. You might hold a single tone, or you might let it wander into a simple melody. There's no right way, only your way. Beautiful. What did you notice? Did you start strong and then make yourself smaller? Did you find yourself listening to others to avoid listening to yourself? Did you feel joy in the sound, or fear, or both? These patterns we notice in our voice are the same patterns we carry everywhere. If you made yourself smaller in your hum, where else do you make yourself smaller in life? If you were judging your sound, where else do you judge yourself or others? If you felt afraid to be heard here, where else do you stay silent when you have something to say? The beautiful thing about working with our voice is that it's so immediate, so honest. Your voice can't lie. It reveals exactly where you are in relationship to yourself, to your own authenticity, to your willingness to take up space in the world. This is how we come home to ourselves, not through big dramatic moments, but through small acts of courage. Moment by moment, breath by breath, sound by sound. Now we're going to work with opening vowel sounds. A, E, U, E, A, U, A, A, ting, tang, wada, wada, bing, bang. Choose whatever calls to you. These sounds require us to open our mouth, our throat, our whole vocal channel more fully. Physically, they may feel more vulnerable, and emotionally, they may bring up more resistance. Think about it. When was the last time you let yourself be fully open? When did you last speak your truth without editing it first? When did you last express joy or pain or desire without worrying about how it would be received? Most of us learned very early that being open wasn't safe. Maybe we were laughed at when we expressed excitement. Maybe we were told to be quiet when we were upset. Maybe we learned that our needs were too much, our emotions too big, our authentic expression somehow wrong. So we learned to close, we learned to control, we learned to present a version of ourselves that we thought would be more acceptable, more lovable, more safe. But here's the thing about closing. When we close to protect ourselves from pain, we also close to joy. When we shut down our voice to avoid judgment, we also shut down our capacity for authentic connection. When we make ourselves smaller to stay safe, we also make ourselves less alive. The vowel sounds we're about to explore are practicing and opening again. They are a practice in letting ourselves be heard, even when we're scared. They're practice in taking up space, and being bigger rather than smaller, and trusting that our authentic expression has value, just because it's ours. As we sing together, notice what's happening with your breathing. Notice what happens to your posture. Notice what stories your mind tells you about why you should stop, why you should be quieter, why you should be different than you are. And then, instead of believing those stories, try staying present with the simple act of making sound. Try letting your voice be exactly what it is without trying to fix it, improve it, or make it more acceptable. Choose whatever sound and let it flow out on your exhale. You might stay with one tone or let it wander into melody. You might feel called to go louder or soft. Follow your authentic impulse, not what you think you should do. Ay, 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 ay. Thank you. What did this feel like? Did you feel yourself wanting to stop? Did you notice yourself comparing your sound to others? Did you feel embarrassed or powerful, or both? Every feeling that came up, every resistance you noticed, every moment of self-consciousness, that's information about how you relate to yourself in the world. That's data about where you've learned to hide and where you've learned to shine. If you felt afraid to be loud, where else in your life do you make yourself small? If you found yourself holding back, where else do you withhold your full presence? If you felt judged or self-critical, where else do you treat yourself as not good enough? And on the flip side, if you felt moments of joy in your sound, if you felt powerful or free or connected, that's your authentic self breaking through. That's who you are when you're not trying to be someone else. This practice isn't about getting rid of the fear or the judgment or even the resistance. This practice is about staying present with yourself, even when those feelings arise. It's about choosing to sound anyway, choosing to express anyway, choosing to show up anyway. Your voice matters, not because it's perfect, but because it's yours. Your expression has value, not because it's beautiful or impressive, but because it's authentic. You deserve to be heard, not because you've earned it or because you're special, but because you exist. This is how we heal the disconnect. This is how we come home to ourselves. We practice showing up exactly as we are, moment by moment, until showing up becomes more familiar than hiding. For this final practice, we're going to speak words together. The phrase is, I am here, I am real, I am enough. We'll start quietly and let it build. But this isn't about forcing or performing. It's about finding that place inside you that knows these words are true and letting that place have a voice. As we do this practice, something different becomes possible. Instead of focusing only on your individual voice, you can begin to feel how your voice weaves together with others. You can feel what it's like to be authentically yourself and be part of something larger. This is where real healing begins. Not in isolation, but in connection. Not by becoming perfect, but by becoming real in the presence of others who are also choosing to be real. Think about how much energy you've spent over your lifetime trying to figure out what other people want you to say, how they want you to be. Think about how exhausting it is to constantly monitor and edit and adjust yourself to fit someone else's idea of who you should be. Now imagine what would be possible if you spent that same energy learning to listen to yourself, learning to trust yourself, learning to express yourself authentically. Imagine what would be possible if you used your voice not to say what you think others want to hear, but to say what's actually true for you. This doesn't mean being reckless or unkind. It means being honest. It means showing up as yourself and trusting that your authentic self has something valuable to offer. It means believing that the world needs your real voice, not another polished performance. As we speak these words together, let yourself feel both your individual strength and the connection to this group. Let yourself feel what it's like to be authentically you while also being part of a community that supports authenticity. If you feel tempted to stand out dramatically, to perform or to prove something, see if you can find the middle path, being fully yourself while also being part of something larger. The first round is a whisper round. I am here. I am real. I am enough. I am here. I am real. I am enough. I am here. I am real. I am enough. I am here. I am real. I am enough. I am here. I am real. I am enough. I am here. I am real. I am enough. Now let it come out in your natural speaking voice. I am here. I am real. I am enough. I am here. I am real. I am enough. I am here. I am real. I am enough. I am here. I am real. I am enough. Now speak it with all the strength and presence you have. I am here. I am real. I am enough. I am here. I am real. I am enough. I am here. I am here. I am enough. I am here. I am real. I am enough. I am here. I am real. I am enough.
I am here. I am real. I am enough.
I am here. I am real. I am enough. I am here. I am real. I am enough. Let's do one more. I am here. I am real. I am enough. Place both hands on your heart and feel what's happening in your body right now. What did you notice in that final round? Could you feel your own voice while also feeling the voices around you? Did you find a place of strength that didn't require you to be louder than others? Did you discover that you could be authentically yourself while also being part of a community? This is a practice we're really doing here, learning to be ourselves in relationship, learning to speak our truth without needing to silence others, learning to take up space while allowing others to as well. Learning to be seen and heard while also truly seeing and hearing others. As you leave this space and move back into your daily life, remember that every conversation is an opportunity to practice. Every interaction is a choice point. You can choose to show up authentically, or you can choose to hide behind old patterns. Both are okay. There's no shame in either choice, but now you know you have options. The practice of coming home to yourself doesn't end when this meditation ends. It continues in every moment you choose presence over protection, authenticity over approval, and truth over control. Your voice is not just the sound that comes out of your mouth. Your voice is your presence, your truth, your willingness to be real in a world that often rewards pretending. Your voice is how you show up, how you choose to be, how you contribute your unique piece to the larger human story. You don't have to wait until you're perfect to use it. You don't have to wait until you're confident or healed or fully embodied. You can start right now, exactly as you are in this moment. Because this moment is the only moment where choice lives. This moment is where you get to decide. Will you show up or will you hide? Will you speak your truth or will you say what you think others want to hear? Will you come home to yourself, or will you stay lost in old patterns? The choice is always yours. The moment is always now. The voice is always available. When you're ready, gently open your eyes and return to the room. Maybe a few breaths, some stretching, maybe a few more authentic sounds. Oh, thank you for participating. I think it's a super powerful practice. I didn't have my voice until I drank ayahuasca. I'd never made a noise in my life until I was in the jungle. It was probably one of the most terrifying things in the world in the middle of ceremony when I realized he was going around the circle asking everybody to sing a song. And I was just like, oh, shit. This is happening. And it came out as just noise, because I didn't know any songs, just ah, and it felt so amazing. I mean, it was probably one of the best feelings I had the entire 30 ceremonies I had. Learning to express myself, it was like holding in a sneeze for 30 years, and you finally let it out. But it is a practice, and I think there's something powerful about doing it in community. Clayton's led some cool song stuff in the past. But hopefully it's something we can connect with together, because kind of like I mentioned in my initial share, like the music has been really powerful for me lately, keeping these songs in my head, not being afraid to sing it at Walmart, and just like creating my day as I go. It seems like this voice in the back of my head being like, that's stupid, don't do that. But the more I lean into it, the days get a lot better. Like the serenity thing, we can't control the world, we can shake our fist at the thunderstorms, but there's not much we can do. But we can sing, we can hum, we can put a better thought in our head. And, even if it's placebo, it helps. I did the whole every little cell in my body is happy throughout the entire of COVID, and it really did help. I got medicine and science as well, but why not double up? Use some music and some magic as well. So hopefully this is a practice you can take throughout your week. If you're just alone or at Walmart, hum. See how it changes your mood. See how it changes your day, and then bring it back here. Hopefully we can do some more music together. I love it. But other than that, that's all I got. We got book club tomorrow. We'll send out a text, but if you join the book club chat group on the app, you also get those notifications as well. We also got the ice bath stuff coming up at the end of the month. We'll do like a community one on the Sunday, but the lady who's coming out to offer it is also doing a more like intimate, in-depth one on that Saturday beforehand. So it's like a 4-hour breathwork course, ice bath thing. So pretty intense. She's Wim Hof certified, went through all the training and stuff like that. So if that's something that resonates to you, you're welcome to sign up for the Saturday one. If not, the last Sunday of the month, bring a bathing suit. Cool. That's all I got.
And food.
And food. We'll totally nail the potluck this time.
And food.
Oh, thank you.